Hello everybody, it's good to see you again. Today I'd like to introduce my children's book. It's called Jump to God. This book is really special for me because it took me 2 years, 2 years to put this book together. Growing up, I at one point I felt very frustrated because it almost feels like everybody knows God's existence for sure, but I feel like I'm the only one who is not sure about God's existence. And as Hyungjinim does atheism and theism debate, lectures, and that really, opened up my eyes and wow, that's fascinating stuff. And out of those arguments that he presented in a lecture, I picked the moral. Absolute moral value, objective moral value, that's it, objective moral value perspective. This book is, explaining God's existence. And, I know it's not like a perfect, this can be a really good point to address, what do you think about it, and you can talk about your experience with God and why it's important to believe in God. And I think it can be a great discussion tool. So I'm happy to present it, and let's see this book together. Okay. It's called Jump to God. Let's see, to make it straight. Does God really exist? I don't know. Did the people invent God just like they invented tools to help their survival? Did we evolve from a single-cell amoeba? Dun, dun, dun. Me? Some say that the idea of God is dead. What do you think? I thought as long as I'm good, I don't really have to think about God. Even though we have very different views on God, people seem to live together without too much trouble. God does not exist, come on, but I can be a good person. God? I don't know, but I still can be a good person. God exists. That is why I can be a good person. Then, what is really meant by I'm a good person? God does not exist, but I still can be a good person. God? I don't know, but I'm still a good person. God does exist. That's why I can be a good person. They all seem to have the same conclusion, I'm a good person, but they obviously have different definition of good. Different cultures may have a quite different standards of being good. Culture A, love your neighbors, accept it as a good behavior. Culture B, eat your neighbor, accept it as good behavior. Also, there are numerous reasons why we have a different moral standards throughout the world. Civilization, society, ethnic groups, community, experience, politics, history, religion, culture, education, philosophy, environment, etc. Then, let's pretend that God really does not exist as some say. What kind of a world would it become? There's no such a thing as God. I will live my life the way I want. If God does not exist, every single person could make his or her own standard of good. Some criminals wickedly say that very bad things are okay. Murder, robbery, gang, riot, suicide, rape. Those things are okay, some criminal would say. Some say that morality is a part of group evolution, that in order to survive, some groups had to decide not to murder, steal, rape, etc. each other. And it has nothing to do with God, they say. However, if we say morality is just a man-made agreement amongst people, we can say that we cannot say that it is actually wrong to kill a person. What? Yes, that's right. If there's no standard of good about people's opinion, then if somebody kills you, you cannot say that that behavior is actually wrong. Some might say that killing somebody outside of your group is not a murder. It's an out-group, in-group. See, I'm proud of you. She just killed somebody. But the group might say, I'm proud of you. Good job. Also, it might be considered good to kill out-group people. What? We all agree. He deserved to die. This is the survival of the fittest. Great idea. See? Don't believe me? This really happened. If Hitler won World War II, he would have exterminated all races except the Aryan race. Look at my incredible contribution to humanity. In the society that Hitler could have made, his laws would be the absolute rule, just because he was the most powerful. I am greater than God, see? People like Hitler thought they could make up their own rules, like Pol Pot, 3 million killed. Adolf Hitler, 6 million killed. Joseph Stalin, 18 million killed. Mao Zedong, 77 million killed. If that is the case, is it even possible to define good and evil? There has to be a standard of good, whether we like it or not, whether we think that it is right or wrong. The standard of good is beyond experience, one's preparation, religion, environment, ethnic group, political tendency, culture, philosophy, tradition, and etc. God is the standard of good. That is why without God, we cannot even say, I'm a good person. God put the knowledge of good and evil in our hearts. And that is why we believe in God. Let us all jump to God. Amen and Aju. And that is the end. I hope you enjoy the book. It was I at one point maybe it's too heavy for children, but you will be very surprised that how much children can philosophically handle. I have to say thank you to my husband and my children. They reviewed many times, and especially my husband. He's thank you so much, husband. And I also want to thank you, Toshiro and Martha. They really made they fixed the first draft and bind the book together. And I want to say thank you to them, special thanks to them. And I hope you enjoyed the book. And next time I'll come back with more stories. Thank you for watching once again. Okay, bye-bye.